You probably clicked on this video because of the thumbnail, but listen closely. Watch this until the very end. And by the time we hit the 1-minute mark, your entire perspective on women will change forever. What if I told you that everything you believe about love is a myth? You've been fed the idea that women fall for the kindest guy, the wealthiest guy, or the most attractive guy. But the truth is, women don't love men, at least not in the way you've been taught. They don't fall for your looks, your bank account, or even your charm. They're drawn to something deeper, more instinctive, more psychological. If you don't grasp this, love will always feel like an unsolvable puzzle. By the end of this video, you won't just understand how women think. You'll master the art of making them feel something so intense, they'll never forget you. Let's get started. Sign 1. Women don't love you. They love how you make them feel. Here's a truth most men will never uncover. Women don't fall for you, not your face, not your wealth, not even your personality. They fall for the emotions you ignite within them. Love for a woman isn't a logical blueprint built on reason. It's a whirlwind, a visceral experience, an emotional peak she never wants to descend from. You could be the most striking, accomplished, impeccably dressed man in the room, but if she doesn't feel something potent when she's with you, you'll fade from her mind faster than a fleeting headline. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting. It's why a woman can meet 2 men in a single day. One who says all the right things but leaves her uninspired, and another who teases her, challenges her, and makes her laugh until her sides ache. Guess who she'll be daydreaming about that night? It's not fair, is it? You might be the better choice, the more dependable partner, the more loyal man. Yet she'll always gravitate toward the one who makes her feel alive. This is where most guys stumble. They try to win her over with their achievements or persuade her with logic. But the men women obsess over, they craft an emotional roller coaster, a blend of tension, thrill, mystery, and comfort. They make her chase the feeling. Ever wonder why women return to their exes, even after swearing they're done? It's not about who he is, it's about how he made her feel. Sign 2. The more you pursue, the less she feels. Let me ask you this. Have you ever sent a text and waited hours for a reply, feeling that gnawing anxiety, wondering if she's slipping away? A man who's always available, always messaging, always at her beck and call, creates zero tension. And tension is the spark that makes attraction electrifying. Here's a brutal truth. When a man chases, he extinguishes the very flame that could make her fall for him. It's human nature. We don't value what's already ours. We crave what's just out of reach. The moment she knows she's got you, her mind relaxes. And when her mind relaxes, attraction fades. This is why high-value men never chase. They lead. They invite a woman to step into their world, and when she does, they don't hand her everything on a silver platter. They cultivate mystery. They make her wonder, because the second she stops wondering about you, she starts forgetting you. Sign 3. Women don't want a nice guy. They want an unbreakable man. Let's address the nice guy epidemic. Women say they want a nice guy, but what they really mean is they want a man who's compassionate, but not spineless. Too many men think being nice means agreeing to everything, never pushing back, never taking charge, never standing firm. But ask yourself, would you respect a man who never challenges you? Would you trust a leader who always caves? Of course not. Here's the secret. Women are drawn to strength, not just physical, but emotional resilience. They want a man who doesn't crumble under pressure, who doesn't beg for validation, who can walk away, even from her if necessary. This is why women are captivated by stoic men. A man who doesn't react impulsively, a man who stays composed in chaos, a man who, when she tests him, and trust me, she will test him, doesn't collapse like a house of cards. A woman doesn't need another friend or a therapist. She needs a man who stands tall when everything around him is trembling. Sign 4. Love is a game of perception, not reality. Let's shatter one of the biggest myths about love. The idea that people fall for each other based on reality. You might think a woman falls for you because of who you are, what you do, or how you treat her. But here's the raw truth. She's not falling for you. she's falling for the story she's built about you in her mind. Psychologists call this cognitive projection, the tendency to project emotions, desires, and expectations onto others. When a woman meets you, she's not seeing the real you. She's seeing you through a lens shaped by her past, her insecurities, her fantasies, and her subconscious beliefs. This is why a woman can be head over heels for a man in one moment, then lose interest in a different context, when he's too predictable, too eager to please, too safe. Suddenly she's saying things like, "He's kind of dull," or "Something feels off." The man didn't change, the frame did. A woman's emotions don't respond to logic. They respond to the narrative in her mind. And here's where most men go wrong. They let that narrative form randomly without influence. They don't shape how she perceives them. To control perception, you must become a source of emotional contrast. Unpredictability breeds fascination. If she can predict your every move, she stops wondering about you. And when she stops wondering, she stops feeling. Emotional highs and lows forge attachment. If she only feels comfort around you, you become background noise. But mix deep connection with moments of uncertainty, and she'll keep coming back for more. Scarcity creates value. If you're always available, your presence loses its weight. When she has to earn your time, she values it more. Women don't stay with the most logical choice. They stay with the man who keeps their mind captivated. Master her perception, and you master her heart. Sign 5. If she feels safe, she'll never leave. After everything we've explored, the emotional highs, the mystery, the perception, there's one final truth about love that trumps all else. At her core, a woman doesn't stay because of how much she loves you. She stays because she feels safe. I'm not just talking about physical safety, though that's non-negotiable. I'm talking about emotional safety, the deep subconscious certainty that with you, she's shielded from the chaos of the world and her own emotional storms. Women's emotions are naturally more fluid than men's. One day she's passionate and devoted. The next she's distant or uncertain. This isn't manipulation, it's biology. Her brain processes emotions differently, keeping her feelings in constant flux. In a world where her emotions ebb and flow, what she craves most is a man who's unshakable. This is the true power of Stoicism. Most men think emotional strength means being distant or emotionless. Wrong. The strongest men aren't cold. They're consistent. A woman feels safe when she knows you won't break under pressure, lash out when things go wrong, or let her emotions hijack yours. Think about the most magnetic men in history, the ones women wrote letters to, chased for years and never forgot. They had an aura of unshakable calm. That's the kind of man women stay loyal to. The man who, even on her worst day, carries himself with poise and control. Here's where most men falter. When a woman gets emotional, they either try to fix her feelings, which makes her feel unheard, or get emotional themselves, which forces her to manage your emotions instead of her own. Both kill attraction. The right move: stay calm, stay present, stay resolute. If she tests you, throws a tantrum, or acts irrationally, the worst thing you can do is panic. The best thing you can do is hold your ground and stay composed. This doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. It means showing her, through your actions, that no matter what storm she's navigating, you are her rock. When a woman realizes that, she won't just love you or desire you. She'll never want to leave you. Because the women who stay, the ones who never lose interest or stray, are those who found a man who makes them feel safe in a way no other man can. If this video flipped your perspective and gave you the tools to master love and attraction, don't just sit there. Hit that like button, subscribe to Stoic Thinking, and turn on notifications so you never miss a strategy that puts you in control. Stay sharp, stay stoic, and let them chase. Join the Stoic Thinking tribe today, and let's master the art of living and loving with unshakable strength.